Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. As always, it's great to be with you. Great to share what will be delivered to anyone who's watching now or in the future, and always delivered into the field for it to be consumed when each person is ready, and for it to change structures that exist that no longer need to exist. It's a powerful ability we have, each one of us, to deliver something into the field and have it change the world. And we do it more than we think. But we especially do it when we intend to do it. And that's what these broadcasts are: an intention to lift, to enhance, to remind, to support. So here we are again, and asking you to join me on a walk as we speak to one another about what we see and what we feel, about the joy, about the incredible respect we have for each other, the honor we have to be in each other's presence, the beauty of where we came from, and so many more things. As a walk of 5 minutes will be like 1,000 years, because that's how long and longer that we've been together and been traveling along roads, stopping to eat, moving on to somewhere else, and changing lives and worlds as we go, and experiencing new things that we desire to experience. So let's take a walk. Obviously, we are all feeling the energies that are pouring in now, and some are more sensitive than others. But for me, it's a recognition of more of myself. The energies are stripping away the single aspect of me and bringing forward the awareness of my totality, my essence, my being, my origin, my gifts, all left standing as the final product on the cutting room floor of a movie. As many of the scenes that can't stay in this movie get cut and drop to the floor and disappear. What's left is a beautiful display of an essence that is indescribable, that can only be felt by yourself and by others. And it's massive. These energies are coming in, and as things are stripping, I hear the brain trying to run calculations that can't work in the randomness of our being, where 1 + 1 equals something different every time it's spoken. And the brain is trying to run a calculation to figure out each answer for 1 + 1. But it can never keep up because the randomness is always one step ahead or more of the brain. And you hear the brain like a pinball machine going back and forth until you hear tilt, because it can't keep up. And so to our brain, we say thank you, and we send support from our consciousness to that being that can calculate 1,000,000 additions, subtractions, calculus in a second, but it's still too slow for the randomness of who we are and the magic that we produce. And then there's the body that's also trying to keep up as the energies pour in and the film is cut and dropped on the cutting room floor. The body screams, "Oh shit." This energy is shifting my cells. And we say to the body, thank you. You are amazing, just as the brain. And you are moving to a new place, just as we all are. And in the meantime, you'll listen to your body if it needs extra nutrients, extra support, more rest. and it will respond. But it is feeling the energies that are changing all of us at every level. And now we walk a little further and we smile. And we tell each other a funny story or a joke. And we laugh. And that's what is needed to also help your body let go of its hold to try to stay as it is. I said last week how the projection is the weapon of fear, that the injury or the pain is quickly followed with a story that would impress even Steven Spielberg. A story of the next day, the next week, the next year, how my life will change, be different, and ultimately I'll be dead. And with one laugh, the story evaporates. So when I said last week, release the magic, I'll also add release a fart or two, because you will explode with laughter. And in that moment, your projection will disappear. And you will see your body in a different way. And you will see what's happening to you in a different way. And you'll smile because you remember that you're eternal. This body only holds a small fraction of your essence and your power. It is not you. And you've been here before in other bodies. And now you have this body. And even if something's hurting you and you can't turn your head, you can put on music and pat your foot. And if you can't pat your foot, you can shake your shoulders. If you can't do that, you can do something that will take you away from the projection. Because that is where we're taken, and that is where we give up our sovereignty, mastery, power. So pass some gas, put on some music, and watch the projection disappear, even if the pain doesn't. And then Run along and play. Run along and play. This life is unimaginably beautiful. The mystery, the unknown is so incredible. How I got to be sitting here right now speaking to you, how you got to be right there listening and speaking to me, how we got to be right here walking along a road above the elevated platform of living, looking down and feeling our expanded magnificence. How we got to do this. But there was never a doubt. It was our destiny to do this. And at every turn in our life, we chose this destiny by not choosing something else. We didn't know where we would end up. And we're still walking. But oh, what a place we've come to together. Oh, what a life this is. The freedom of knowing who you are, even if it's only 10%. And the power of that. And how your world has changed from being under authority to your own authority. And now we deliver that to everyone, not with words, but with how we are. Not with teaching, but with how we are, how we respond, how we give. We deliver. And it's never requires recompense because it is our destiny. And we just continue to walk together and meet new incredible beings that we're drawn to and bow and salute their magnificence because there's no hierarchy. And those that aren't able to receive who you are, not what you give, it's just not their time. Unless they're beings who just don't belong here. But everything is being delivered from my friend Change, riding on the breezes of the energies from the outer reaches of the universe. Giving each one of us an opportunity to grow beyond what we could even imagine. So we rise to a new level. We glow from within, because that's who we are. And we throw it out like sparkles on all humanity. And then we know who we are. The ones that came. The ones who go for a walk. A choreography of the dance. The dance that we put in motion thousands of years ago is beginning to be felt. And we are remembering. The choreography was created by each one of us. It is a collaboration, with each being bringing their individual part. The music is growing louder and louder as we are moving in perfect sync with one another. 1 minute we are leading, and the next minute we are following, done without thought, an intuitive movement that doesn't follow any rules. Embedded in this sound of the new world is the music and the melody that triggers the dance. And we are remembering. A call to a plan that was put in place a long time ago. And as the music is heard, that plan that you created from the outer reaches of the universe begins to dance its way into the foreground of your existence. And that aspect of you that couldn't remember begins to merge and give way to that aspect of you that does. And as it dances its way forward, it reconnects with its partners to once again dance as they danced in the Great Hall eons ago, where we were so in tune so that all knew what the one was doing, and the one knew what the all was doing. A beautiful dance to celebrate the new world, sending sparkles and new flows of energy with every turn of the ladies' gowns and the men's tails, releasing a new flow of elegance and grace. And just like a musical orchestra, this dance is being orchestrated by a conductor who keeps a constant watch on the time, rhythm, and melody, like a metronome, constantly adjusting as the tempo has to speed up or slow down, quietly leading from the background as the dance grows and gathers more and more dancers unto itself. You are that conductor, and as more and more hear the music, more and more will begin to remember. We are now moving with an uncanny sense of synchronization. Unlike the human body, where all parts are working in union, but without knowing what the other parts are doing, we, with this new awareness, are beginning to know what we are doing and know what the others are doing at the same time. And in that knowing, the plan begins to be revealed, as are the conversations that we had together while making the plans. So that everything before the plan, during the plan, and after the plan is all coming back and being revealed with the feeling that leads to a greater knowing. This great flow is permeating every particle of matter and is overtaking all humanity in the choreography of a dance. And we are remembering. Yes, we are most certainly remembering. I decided to read these words today. Hello, everyone. This is Simeon, coming to you from the outer reaches of the universe, bringing you energies to support your day and to take you further into the world of your Creator. As you listen, you will connect into your own world and into our world. And at the same time, you will develop your own channel for accepting everything that you need, both from the Council of Galaxies, my presence, the fleet, the angelic realm, and all other realms that you can imagine. This channel is unique to you, and the flow that is delivered is completely owned by you. The mystery that comes with this is also yours. And what we bring to you today is what you need at this present time. There is no input. It is simply a mutual flow and an interaction that enhances everything about your world, about you, who you are, and how you exist in the universe. Right now, you have come through what you might call a major transition, where you are not connected at all to the previous life. Even though there's a memory in your body and in the physical plane, you are not connected at all. It will eventually slip into the background and be a picture as part of your wall, the wall that you know as the history of your earthly existence. And now we wave our hand and watch that wall disappear. Watch the images disappear. Watch the history disappear. And know that it is not important, because the only thing that's important is you. And you cannot be depicted by anything. We now raise our arms and welcome you into your own world, where we all reside, but uniquely under your banner. In doing this, we spread a special force that has been known to you forever, one that allows you to surpass everything, to be everywhere, and to reside in the most exciting places you have ever known. Your assessment of your physical world has also disappeared with that wall, because the wall was like a one-way mirror. You see it from your physical form, but when you step past it, you can look back and see that that physical life is really not as it seems. You do not have to change anything. You do not have to fix anything. It exists in its correct position in a universal sense, just like all the components of Earth exists in the correct place in an earthly sense. And there are some parts that are not comfortable for the human body, just like there are some parts of the universe that are not comfortable for the universal body. And the continuous tracking of the perfect place, perfect condition, perfect way of life, and the perfect way of existence is your mastery, and will continue to be so forever. So as you track in and out of worlds, you will find this special feeling that drives you and brings you to a perfect place in every moment. Your realization of that special energy that you alone can detect is now at its peak. You can feel it. You know about it. You can speak about it. You can indicate it to those who are unaware, but you can't teach about it. You can only demonstrate how it is in your world. And because of that, we all watch one another. We watch how each one commands the respect that we willingly give on every occasion. But for today, we open our arms wide and hold every aspect of everyone at a level that is just above what you're used to, just above the feeling that you normally expect, and just above what you ever thought you could do. We hold it there so that you can realize and feel your capacity is unlimited. And each time the bar is raised, you jump higher. The fact that you only go as far as you need will change, and you will go past what you need simply because you can, simply because it is your own personal challenge. As you look at yourself from a distance, you can see that you have not even started to use the resources you have available to you. You've hardly switched on that engine that jumps into action with any kind of excitement or prospect, even in the physical world. And you look at miracles as if they are something that can be explained. But when you feel the act of movement of your creator and you see the light that shines from nowhere, suddenly you find that you are doing the same. You are emanating a light from nowhere, one that comes from you, from the special part of you that we call a majestic being. And it is what we open our arms to, because you have mastered the ability of shining that light in the physical world on a permanent basis without withdrawing it for any reason. And in this way, the Council of Galaxies bring into force in your world the resources that are needed to maintain the physical at a level that is acceptable to your universal being. Those resources are in your world right now, and they are acting to make sure that your position is solidified and that you hold the key position that you were given when you entered the world. Everything that has been taken away will look like something insignificant when you see what is being delivered. In your physical world, you are recognized, and the light that comes from you emanates from your source, but exists in the physical world. And as we raise our arms once again, you feel yourself lift beyond the level that you expect, and the vibration around you has nothing to do with what you feel. It's you. It's your connection. It's your ability to maintain a consistent and persistent level of being in the physical world that you now maintain as your home. And that can be delivered to you continually, minute after minute, in a new format, so that logic and sequence and events and circumstances have no say. This is the mastery that you demonstrate. And now we welcome you into that world where the masters, the councils, the fleet, the billions of people who have passed before you stand with eyes wide open and watch as you raise yourself and stand before them with great honor and dignity, saying, "Look, here I am." And that level is set by you, increased by you, and maintained by you without any effort or any knowledge apart from what you already have. We look forward to that endless life of infinity and beyond, where there is not a moment lost or one thing repeated. So stay in touch with yourself. Look dearly upon the picture you see and be proud of the fact that you can stand in the presence of your Creator and be welcomed and enjoyed as the unique and wonderful being who stands in front at all times. Look into your own eyes, see the glow, look at your outline, and see that it's more than just the outline, and see yourself as the translucent being that's in front of the eyes of every person, everywhere, at all times. We welcome you as we have welcomed you before. And this time we declare that everything you need for the future in the physical world is already in your presence. Thank you for listening. I am Simeon. Thank you for taking a walk with me today. And as always, I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you for listening. I am David.